seeing as we're four-wheel drive, and it'd be the same if I was front-wheel drive. No, rear-wheel drive even. I have a diff, and it's always the best place to jack the rear of a car. Crack the wheel nuts because they're not going to come undone. If it's up in the air anyway. Right. So remember we need to pop that bonnet. I've made these little wooden blocks. Cut the grooves out the side so it sits in the axle stand nicely. I will show you in a second. Should fit in there nicely. Same on the other side. Don't know why I went Australian then. Oh. I think that sounded good. Does it look good from over there?
Yeah, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, wheel off. This is why we pre-cracked the nuts earlier. Pads and shoes just to make it a little bit more complicated. So behind it, there's a little rubber cover. You've got to wind the shoe back in. So obviously it's going to be the most awkward place you can feel of. And manufacturers don't like making this easy. There we go. There we go. One rubber. Grab it. Apparently I went full Hulk mode last time I did this. There we go. There's one. The other one is. Let me find my fuel. Only two of these holding the caliper on. Don't be confused, that was the first time with 4 bolts in the back of the caliper because that is not good. And it turns out. That was a long time ago. And then I'm going to get these pad screws off this one. And these should retaining pin. Two retaining pins and the retaining clip. At this point your pads will come out, but we'll take the caliper off anyway. I believe they'll come out anyway. Once we bolt, here we go. To make it a lot easier, we'll just undo this. Actually, there we go. Crap for them pads. Second bolt, caliper should now should be able to hold. And it's off. And the pads are stuck. Right. So the discs of this car are not held in with anything. Depending on whether we back that shoe or the shoes off enough. Now when you move, you put the the other wheels on the floor, so at the moment. So what I'm reluctant to do is start beating on it and have the shoes fall apart inside. What I was trying to say was, there's a thread in front of these discs. There we go. Provided I've actually backed them shoes off, which I'm pretty certain I have. I'll find out in a minute. If I do them up, I should start pushing the disc off. Come in. I don't know if that means it's going to blow up. I'm very reluctant to keep turning. There we go. Yeah, that don't look promising. Oh dear. There's my torch. Okay, now there's some panic setting in because that won't go either way. Well, I'm not enjoying this because I've got a feeling I know what's coming. Due to the fact that it won't let go, I've got a feeling this is about to explode fucking brake shoes all over me. Yeah. And I'm going to be pissed. Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, fuck for that. I'm going to swear for a minute because I was shitting my pants there. So we're cleaning. We're cleaning these hubs up. Don't have to be perfect. Let's get the worst of the crap off. Just like it. Everyone's happy. Now ordinarily, I would put some copper slip on the front of these hubs, but we've got shoes as well. So I'm a bit reluctant to do so, unfortunately. I could put a smear around there, that wouldn't kill anyone, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Only a smear. I want to get it over my fingers, so I'll use my screwdriver. Let's just spread a little bit around here, because all going well, it'll still be me that owns this car next time these need doing. I might as well make it a little bit easier on myself next time around. A little bit under there. This would have been easy with something to actually spread it with. Yeah, that'll do. That's lovely. Scrape some of that off of there. I'll leave all that there because I'm going to want to do that in a minute. So we'll get the disc. It's important, always clean your discs. Because for those who've never done it before, 9 times out of 10 there's a greasy coating. So you put your foot on the brake, nothing will happen. As I've got drums as well, we'll just do the inside of that. It's a good measure. Went for the Superboy Racer, I hate that term, slotted disc. I better make sure this is the right side because it has got a sticker on there telling me which side it should go. Oh, what are the chances of that? Got it right. There she goes on there. If I can find the stud. go. So we now need to get that pad out of there that didn't want to come out. So that is my next task. So why do we not want to come out? Let's be shock and unlock. Let's have a go with that. I think it's probably just a little bit stuck. So a bit of a spray, avoid all the rubber. Yeah, they got it. Be a little bit more forceful with it and it'll come out, I'm sure. Maybe, I'm not sure. Careful. End up piercing rubber seals because that would be a nightmare. Oh, you got that. There we go. That got it. Although he's putting up a fight, it really don't want to come out. Get a bungee cord out of the way, that might help me out a bit. There we go. Actually pretty good, decent bit of tread on there, but I don't know where they're from. And that concerns me somewhat. Under the bonnet, take the cap off the reservoir. When the cap's off, what we've got to do is push these pistons back in on the caliper to allow for the extra meat on the pads. Admittedly, there's not going to be a lot. If I get some pads, that'll help. One pair of pads. Judging by the meat that's left on these pads, this isn't going to take a lot. You want us to go in as far as they would with actual flat pads. Really could do with a second pair of hands here. Struggling, not fucked, to hold the caliper and try and do this up at the same time.
Right, what do you need?
I need you to hold that about there. You can't pull it out, you can't hold it there either. That's exactly where my G-clamp wants to go. Hold it around the side, that's it, around there, will do perfect. I don't know if it's actually
you're on it.
In the middle of the piston, that's all.
Yeah, you're pretty much in the middle of my fingers. Got it.
Right, can you see it going in?
Yep, it's going in. So's my finger.
Sorry, you're right.
Yeah, you're fine.
And cross your fingers. That was hard work. But it's pushed in, so hopefully when she eventually undoes them pads, it should be fairly straightforward. And the Subarus,
All brake pads.
nothing is straightforward. Except it's a crutch. So, one with a thing, one without a thing. Which way wearing one? I think the little thing, yeah, that goes on the back, doesn't it? So, there we go. Now we're cooking. So, copper slip. Bit of tissue. This one is the rear pad. We had a bit of copper slip on there to try and help them stop squealing, because apparently I don't have anti-squeal shims on these brakes, as it turns out. I never knew that. Got on both. Maybe not that much, I might return the piss a little bit there. So that's the front one, so I'll do, oh man. I'm going to get copper grease literally everywhere. Can these slide in from this side? Because if they can, that'd be a real bonus. Yes, they can. So that means we can take that off of there, put the 14 back on. Undo up, I'll just move my pads off my legs, give me half a chance of moving. Take the caliper mounting bolts. One goes in. One does go in there, I can assure you. Somewhere. That feels like the one. No, it isn't. Oh, this is testing me, this. It's starting to get very annoying. That's the kitty. I just needed to stick my arse up in the air. Next one goes in there. What does it? No, that one there. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Please, come on. That got it. A little bit of persuasion. So, now back on track. Do these up. Do them up by hand. I'm not going to crank them up straight away to full strength, just in case I've got something wrong somewhere. So, pads, that one will go in that away, beautiful. That one will go in that away, lovely. Then we need to put this pin through there, behind there, at the other side, and the other pin obviously goes to the top. All the way home. Oh balls, where's the spring gone? There it is. I can't remember what way around that goes. Let's go that way, you left there. Need a Phillips. And then one side is done. So many tools for one little job. So finally, should be able to turn that screw on there. No, we're not going to be able to do that. I think that might be it. I think that might be in. A little tappy. I think that's there. Let me go and check the other side because I'm not overly convinced. So that's got to go all the way around to there. And there. I think that might be right. It looks right to me. Whoops. My calipers are filthy. Should be ashamed of myself. But I'm not. So, we're in, we're on. I'm assuming it'll move. You know that? Bit of movement in there. Obviously we need to pump the brake pedal when we've finished, but I've got to do the other side first. The one thing I do need to do, reset them shoes. I'll say shoes right in a minute. So we've got to get it back underneath, wind that gear the other way, just until it starts making contact. It can't move them more, and I think it's 2 or 3 turns. Back might be 2. Whee! Someone left the rubber hammer on the floor. Right, and that's the end of that. Obviously the wheel needs to go back on. You need to pump your brake pedal, but brake's done. Repeat on the other side. Game over. Keep it real.